Okay, sure, possibly.
Okay.
That's one of those details. It's like I never really thought about it. And then when you've done that, when the priest is done, and then you can go ahead
And then read the
and
rest.
read a blessing in Hebrew and English, or they're just one or the other, either.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And do I take my mask off?
We're going to keep our masks on.
Very good. Okay. Norwood was asking me too because he does the
We're
Kiddush.
going to keep our masks on. He'll take his
I
mask off.
suspected it. Okay. Okay. I will tell you.
Oh, yes.
Let's come away from the microphone.
Sorry.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Thank you. I know. How are your children?
Shalom. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What, are you out to go with the candles?
Yes, I was just clarifying with Margaret to tell you I am to do. Yeah, I think we're with us.
There's a place where this yes, near a microphone.
Yes, right? Yes.
Oh, I was actually complimenting the time.
I know what? I left it at home in the closet. Whatever, I found it today.
I love the compliment.
No, that's it. Thank you. Very good.
Awesome. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
It was like
We're not on yet.
everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
So the psalmist said it is good to sing to our God. And there's a Hasidic saying that says it is better if you can have God sing within you. We'll welcome Shabbat together with prayer and with song, and first with light. It's an honor to call on Lisa Wynn, our co-sisterhood president. We'll come forward and light our Shabbat candles. We are on pages, I think 2 and 3, or 3 and 4. No, that's not true.
3 and 2.
I'm in my festival prayer book, so it is 2 and 3, but I'm going to get the other prayer book. Just so excited for Sukkot.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of all the generations of Israel who have kindled lights, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
It really is. Kind of gives us a moment to think about each day of the week and to reflect as we bring the light into the sanctuary. Do you want my help? Beautiful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, eternal our God, sovereign of the universe, who has taught us the way of holiness through mitzvot and commanded us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen. Let's continue singing, bringing Shabbat in on page 12. Page 20.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, איש תיאנו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת נתילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי נקור הברכה, בראש מקדם ניסוחה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תפילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ותורה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 בני שבת
Just as we greet and welcome the Sabbath bride, we also greet and welcome all of those who are joining us virtually. Shabbat Shalom. We know that they can't necessarily see us if we wave, so if we all say on the count of Shalosh, Shabbat Shalom. Echad, Shtayim, Shalosh. Shabbat Shalom. Let's continue on in our Kabbalat Shabbat service. We're towards the bottom of page 22, where the text in Hebrew is indented.
Tzadikat amar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizke shetulim beveit
references to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there is no place on earth without the presence. We continue with Chatzi Kaddish, page 26.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה
Amen.
ילמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם וימיה יתברך וישתבח ויתבר ויתרמה וינשא ויתהדר ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לי למין כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעמה ויאמרו
Amen. Page 28.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך
We continue in Hebrew on page 30. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokhma poteach she'arim uvitbuna mishane itim umachalif et hazmanim umisader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch alinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אתה עמך אהבת תורה אהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך. והיו תותפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם בארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
On page 37, let's read together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. On page 40, we sing Michamocha, our song of redemption. Coming out of the Yamim Noraim, these 10 days of awe, we know that we believe in redemption, not just the redemption that happened long ago, but personal redemption as well. So let's sing our song of redemption together, Michamocha, page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלף, נורא תהילות אוסף אלף, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מלכותך ובניך בוקע ימית ממשל מרים. זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני
יפת אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Amen. We'll pray together the words of English on the top of page 43, and then we'll sing the Chatimah together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world. Scattering a song in the silence of the night, eternity utters a day. We sing together Vishamru, page 44.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת.
On page 46, we rise.
Adonai siftai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק, אלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם וזרעת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב והושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממיתום חיי, ומצמיח ישועה, הנאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה, ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We'll continue praying, singing together on page 60.
Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata u'melech Adon V'chol HaShalom. Ki ata u'melech Adon V'chol HaShalom. Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We take this precious time now for our own private prayer.
Shalom, Virama, Uya Ase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimrama, Uya Ase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimrama, Uya Ase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimrama, Uya Ase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
I thought I would deliver another high holiday sermon tonight. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I have to say, this is maybe one of the best Shabbatot of the year, because it's the Shabbat that's nestled, of course, between Yom Kippur and Sukkot. And Sukkot is really a wonderful holiday. It's a gift that we have. We call it Zman Simchatenu, which is the season or the time of our joy. And the idea is that literally just days after Yom Kippur, after we are in the most spiritually intense place of the whole year, and we are fasting and reflecting and repenting and praying and thinking about all of these really heavy issues, we come out of the sanctuary and we go into our sukkot, into our sukkahs that we have here at the synagogue, in our backyards, and each other's backyards on the sukkah hop. And on Sukkot, we are supposed to read one of the 5 Megillot, one of the 5 scrolls. We read the scroll of Kohelet, of Ecclesiastes, which of course begins, Hevel Havalim, Amar Kohelet, Hevel Havalim, Hakol Havel. Futility, utter futility, or vanity, vanity, all is vanity, some translations say. Futility, vanity, neither of them are really the best translation for the word Hevel. Hevel is really sort of connected to the idea of vapor. Like everything is vaporous. Everything is fleeting. Nothing really lasts. The air is here and then it's gone. And there's this idea that life for Kohelet sort of lacks purpose. Kohelet wonders, and our tradition says that Kohelet was King Solomon. Scholars say Kohelet wasn't King Solomon. Whoever Kohelet was, Kohelet wonders, what is the purpose of life? Right? He's also asking the big questions that we ask ourselves throughout the 10 days of awe. And by the end of the book, Kohelet says, you know what? It is. It's all vanity. It's all futility. It's all vaporous. It's all impermanent. But so we should enjoy. We should go outside. We should enjoy nature. We should enjoy the company of our friends, of our families, of our communities, of our loved ones, and be together in the sukkah. The biggest, most important commandment of Sukkot is to leishev basukkah, to just sort of hang out in the sukkah. And so I'm so excited to be able to enter into Sukkot with all of you in just a few short days. I hope that we all get to be outside, to be with each other, of course, as safely as possible. And even though there's a lot of difficult things going on in the world, and perhaps there are even difficult things going on in your own life, I hope we have a chance to exhale, to take a deep breath, and to really enjoy the moment. And so with that, we will turn back to our Siddur, to page 253, where we have our prayer for healing. We think about those who are in need of healing, and we recognize that it's not all just a linear path, right? Even when you're in need of healing, you can experience joy. And so we hope and we pray that all of these people get to experience some sense of Sukkot and Zman Simchatenu as well. This week in particular, we pray for the healing of Sheldon Cohn, Wayne Silverman, Carrie Bellows, Andrew Bider, Esther Mendelson, Ronald James Sullivan, Dennis Gelbart, Seema Tolchinsky, Karen Zandy, Michael Ben Mindel, Sandy Rubin, Diana Binder, Elise Langenfield, Asher Gedalia Ben Malka, Shally Stone, Elena Klein Angus, Janice Sandberg, Naum Legume, Ariel Krivo, Harav Alana Miriam Batchava, Fred Siegel, Eliezer Shlomo Ben Shindel, Rabbi Herbert Bronstein, Laura Ifmar, Ronald Silverman, Carol Harbert, Steve Siegel, Kelly Watoska, Clifford Levy, Bruce Perlin, Lena Gelfand, Brooks McBurney, Yaakov Ben Zissel, Sarah Malka Batfega, Mike Weglars, Candy Siegel, Alvin G. Bloom, Lynn Hammond, Donna Rubinson, Daniel Brumar, Elaine Berger, and Mark Brownstein. I'm deeply sorry if I've mispronounced any of the names of these dear people. If you have the name of a loved one, or perhaps even yourself, and you wish to name it, to utter those names aloud, I invite you to whisper them at this moment. We join together praying Misha Berach, page 253.
Ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha berach imotenu mekor habracha. Those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We turn to the middle of page 282 and rise once again.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atei gdula le'otzeh b'reishit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchem l'cheinu kahem, ve'goralenu k'echod hamonam, v'anachnu korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא לתקן עולם במלכות שדי ונאמר בהיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. On page 290. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch. A fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be an ode to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death can touch. We think now of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. This Shabbat we lovingly remember Salem Bear Cole, Marvin Einhorn, Melvin C. Fine, Sylvia E. Fleischman, Irene Grossman, Minnie Hyman, Oscar Hollander, Kate Kaplan, Lillian Kaplan, Rudy Kramer, Benjamin Kurtzen, Inez Adder Curzon, Sonia Levin, Cy Martin, Benita Masters, Alice Novak, Albert Padel, Archie Rafi, Robert Rothman, David Shapiro, Julius Stein, Samuel Sturt, Sylvia Turman, Avis Trachtenberg, Joseph Whitman, and Max Zell. If I've mispronounced the names of any of these dear people, or if you have the name of a loved one that you wish to utter aloud, please do so at this time. I invite the mourners to rise. We're on page 294, Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, B'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Representing the leadership of our congregation, it's an honor to call on Jeff Dorfman for some words of Shabbat greeting and announcement.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I was going to try and do this without my glasses, but it's probably not going to work. But we're going to try. First of all, thanks so much to Rabbi Marks and Marla and Danny for leading us in beautiful prayer and music tonight. Shabbat morning services will be held tomorrow morning at 10:30, and we look forward to seeing all of you here. We want to have a special thank you to our reliable tech team, Lynn Ohlenbrock, and tomorrow morning service will be John Schneider, so thank you. Big things are happening at Temple Beth Israel, but I think we always know that. First and foremost, Sunday morning we have a special kickoff to our adult education programming. Professor Andrew Porwancher? Porwancher, close enough, all right. Even with my glasses, that wouldn't have mattered. We'll be returning to discuss his book, detailing the Jewish world of Alexander Hamilton.
Close enough as long as he's not in the room.
Fair enough. Ooh, let's hear it.
The room where
we have a home
happened?
connection as Professor Porwancher's very proud grandparents are our own Ernie and Roz Hyman. So come and see his talk on Sunday at 10 here in the Lord's Sanctuary. It will also be live streamed as well, but pre-registration is required if you want to attend in person. And then one of my favorite events of the year. Monday evening, we are celebrating Erev Sukkot with TBI's Pizza in the Hut. This year, we will be in an actual hut, a tent at least. Sign up today to welcome the holiday. Sukkot morning services will be the next morning in person and available live stream. Shabbat Shalom. Oh,
Shabbat. Oh,
one last thing. I'm sorry. Please, after services, please stay in your seats. We're going to take, you may have noticed, we're going to take some photos after services, so please stay, and then Michael Lorge will direct us where he'd like us to be.
Why are we doing that?
ah,
It's a teaser.
stay tuned.
Thank you, Jeff. One more brief announcement. You know, we're continually doing our best to navigate how to move forward and how to go on with life in the midst of this pandemic. Next week, those of us on the BEMA are going to be continuing to rapid test, but since we're all the way up here and there's much more than 6 feet, we're going to try to take our masks off during service. Okay, so we were wondering what the feedback would be, so that feels good. So hopefully we'll be able to connect even better with each other, with you, with all of our people streaming from home. And of course, when we're not on the BEMA, we'll be masking as well, and we'll be requiring everybody else to stay masked additionally. So that's just sort of an update in the way of, I don't know, the world of 2021, I suppose. But now back to things that are more eternal. We'll turn now to Kiddush, which comes every week. We mark Shabbat and the joy of Shabbat with wine. It's an honor to call on Norwin Marins to come forward and to lead us in Kiddush. We're on pages 4 and 5 of our Sidurim. Please rise. Four.
Page 4.
4.
Page 4. Here.
Here, you can use mine.
The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing. And God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher ishach b'mitzvotav v'atzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava ufratzon yinchilanu. Zikaron b'maaseh bereshit, tihuyom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh, zeher l'tziat mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol Shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadosh haShabbat. Amen.
We'll close Shabbat out with one final song, or our services. We'll just begin Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
May it be a Shabbat of rest, a Shabbat of peace, a Shabbat of joy. And if you feel comfortable staying on Shabbat for your picture to be taken, stay. If not, please, no one will judge you. And please go on your way for Shabbat. Have a Shabbat shalom. Hands it over to you.